Nancy went missing in early February, kidnapped almost 2 months ago.
The disappearance of Nancy Guthrie has become one of the most haunting missing persons cases of 2026, combining a high profile family with a chillingly calculated crime. In the exclusive canyons of Tucan's Catalina foothills, silence is usually a luxury, but on the morning of February 1st, 2026, that silence has become a scream that hasn't stopped ringing. Nancy Guthrie, an 84-year-old grandmother and the mother of one of America's most recognizable news anchors, seemingly vanished. Behind her, she left a disconnected security camera, a trail of blood on her porch, and a family plunged into a living nightmare. Today, 53 days later, the investigation has stalled, the ransom notes has gone silent, and the $1 million reward hangs in the air like a final plea. This is the search for Nancy Guthrie. The timeline of disappearance. On January 31st, 2026 at 9:48 p.m., Nancy was last seen when her son-in-law dropped her off at her home following a family dinner. On February 1st, 2026 at 1:47 a.m., forensic evidence shows her doorbell camera was manually disconnected by a masked intruder. On February 1st, 2026 at 2:28 a.m., a critical digital clue emerged. Nancy's Peacemaker app lost its connection to her phone, suggesting she was moved out of Bluetooth range or the device was compromised. On February 1st, 2026, noon, the family discovered she was missing after failed to show up to her Sunday church service. Key evidence and suspect profile. The suspect. The FBI released footage of a man approximately 5'9" to 5'10", wearing a ski mask, gloves, and a tactical handgun holster. He was carrying a 25-liter Ozark Trail hiker pack. Forensic findings. Investigators confirmed that the blood found on the front porch belongs to Nancy's, immediately shifting the case from a missing persons inquiry to a violent abduction.
Good morning, Bill. Nancy Guthrie's family is now 53 days into this nightmare, and her daughter, Savannah, sat down with friend and former co-host of the Today Show, Hoda Kotb, and made yet another appeal to the public.
The DNA lead, a multi-agency task force, is currently using forensic genetic genealogy to identify DNA found at the scene that does not match any known family members or associates. The ransom and communication. Multimedia outlets receive encrypted emails demanding a ransom payment in Bitcoin. At least one note contains specific details about the interior of Nancy's home and the clothing she was wearing, leading authorities to treat the threat as credible. However, two separate payment deadlines have passed with no further contact from the kidnappers.
Someone needs to do the right thing. We are in agony.
Yeah.
We are in agony. It is unbearable. And to think of what she went through.
Current status March 25th, 2026. The reward. The Guthrie family has increased a private reward to $1 million, which sits alongside the FBI's $100,000 offer for information leading to her recovery. Family statement. In a sit down interview today, Savannah Guthrie described the ordeal as unbearable agony. Acknowledging while they hope for a miracle, the family is bracing for the worst given Nancy's health needs and the time elapsed.
I wake up every night, in the middle of the night, every night. And in the darkness, I imagine her terror. And it is unthinkable, but those thoughts demand to be thought.
Yeah.
And I will not hide my face. That she needs to come home now.
Health concerns. Nancy requires daily medication for her high blood pressure and has a heart condition managed by her pacemaker. The sheriff's department has emphasized that the time is the biggest enemy in this investigation. The Nancy Guthrie case is moving at a breakneck pace. As of today, March 25th, 2026, the investigation has entered a critical new phase with high stakes, emotional appeal from the family, and new technical leads from the federal investigators.
Guthrie says Savannah also talks about her faith, how it is helping her get through all of this. Right now, this family just wants an answer. So if there's someone out there, please contact the FBI. And we have the number up on the screen. Bill?
Yeah, I can't say it enough. Alicia, thank you.
This has been another interesting case, full of dread. I would like to know y'all theories and opinions in the comments. Once again, this has been fun. My name is Aki. Thank you for tuning in to What the Hell is Going On News. Stay vigilant. God bless. Peace.